Hello everyone and welcome to the very first demo review on Gaming Reviews. And oh boy, this is going to be a tough one because Reverse Sight is currently one of the games on Steam that is slightly but surely becoming controversial. That's why I'm going to highlight two main elements in the review. One is the demo, but I will also talk a little bit about the developers of this game, that are using some shady tactics on Steam to keep their game's attention in the upcoming list by constantly moving the release date on the last second, just a few days ahead. So we never know exactly when they're going to release it. We don't know. Anyhow, setting that aside, let us just check how the game rolls out after installing it on Steam. One of the reasons why I caught an eye on this game is because it runs on the Unreal Engine 4, a next generation engine, which instantly clarifies why the graphics in this game look astonishing. Just when entering the menu alone, we see a actual 3D space in the background that sets us in the good atmosphere of being in space. On top of it is actually rather cool, but I wouldn't quickly say it fits the cosmic scenery. However, it does attribute to space kind of a dreamy and mysterious element that piques your interest into continuing the demo. However, enjoy it as long as you can, because right after that, pressing the play button initiates you into a ridiculously long intro for no reason. You know, in most games, the game intro is like 2 or 3 seconds, or is smartly incorporated into an interesting cinematic. But here it's like, nope. It's like we have no inspiration. Let us just show a 3D Reverse Sight logo for like 1 minute and 35 seconds. There is nothing going on and it felt pointless. This is followed by a confusing and short cinematic that situates you a day before the crash. Very odd, because when we start the game, we're already on a moon base. So when I see the word crash, I would expect that with the spaceship we arrive, we would crash land on the planet and not already be there. Regardless of the confusion, how does the actual gameplay feel? Holy Mother of God! It has been a while since I have played a demo or even a fully released game that had controls as poor and wonky as in this demo. Don't start your demo with this! It immediately adds an uncomfortable and hilarious perception of the steering and direction of your character. The camera is atrocious. It often has your character fly across screen in front of your face, so you become a blind idiot that can't even find directions or locate doors. You know, that is the main concern of the game. And because of these unoptimized controls, nothing feels natural in the game. Nothing! And it's a chore to play through. the objective. The objectives are totally uninteresting and attempt to initiate a story that is so cliché. I am actually worried about the final script for the final game. For a fact, you and all of your crewmates have obtained for an inexplicable reason an alien body that of course suddenly awakes, and now you have to run away just to discover that your actual crewmates are leaving you behind to death. We've seen this countless of times, and so if you're searching for innovation in this demo, nope, you're not gonna find it, it's inexistent. At the end I was left with such a sour and prickled feeling and experience that I'm seriously worried about the future of this game, which brings me to the developers. The first announced date for Reverse Side was on the 15th of October 2014, announced by Reap Games, the developers. And ever since then, they have constantly been moving back and back and back the release date of this game at the verge of release. So when there was like 1 hour left, they pushed it back. Then again, 10 hours before delay, suddenly the time was gone. And then we see it was pushed again, sometimes in sequences of 2 days, then 2 weeks, then a week. And I don't know how many times, it must have been more than 20 or 30 times they have been pushing back the release date. Add that up to the fact that they have nearly no communication with the community when being asked as of why they're actually doing this, of course creates this negative perception of these guys, of which we have no idea what they're actually doing. It's only then that they have only responded on the question as of why there were so many delays, and their only answer they could come up with was, when we add extra stuff, we see that other things have to be optimized, or we need to add even more content. Doesn't that simply mean that you're still in the development process, in the middle of it? These guys absolutely need to admit that they're simply not ready with their game. Don't do this. I've seen many people giving up on this title just because of that behavior. It is immature, it is unprofessional, and it is outrageous to constantly wait every midnight just to see it being pushed back again. Never mind, let's get to the point. Do I recommend this demo? No, absolutely not. It's terrible. And it's sad because the graphics and the sound design, aside from all of the other problems, are fantastic, especially the sound design. I really felt being in such an environment, like being in a spaceship. The artists certainly have their qualities, but there is absolutely a lot of work on the gameplay. And I can only say don't play it because it doesn't serve anyone justice, especially not what should be the final game. Okay guys, let us just hope the game will be what the developers have promised. For now, I'll see you in the next review.